Um, oh man, Makai. just I'm just talking to you. I'm not really saying anything, just nothing. Just like your presence there helps me. I'm just kidding. Okay, mom, let's do this. My mom's on there. Front of mama. Front of mama's here. Hi, Jamie. No, you're perfect. All right. Does this bug you in front of you? Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm actually surprised that Labor Day weekend we have such a big class. So I'm stoked. Thank you for making space for each other. I know um, sometimes it's like frustrating when you get here early and you get your spot and then all of a sudden you're having to move your mat and everything. But I really appreciate it. I love the energy that a full room of yogis practicing together brings. So yeah, just thank you for being accommodating of each other. And also sometimes when we practice so close to each other, I see people doing things like they want to reach their arms out when they dive forward. So they're kind of like, oh, and it's like, there's so many different ways to dive forward rather than reaching your arms out to the sides. You can reach your arms forward. You can bring your hands through heart center. When I am in a sideways fold and we're doing this type of thing, sometimes I like to practice like clockwise or counterclockwise going down so I'm not right in the person's butt in front of me. So rather than being like, oh, my neighbor's in my way, I can't move my arms the way I want, be like, how can I adjust my practice to still get what I need and what I want without feeling like others are taking away from me? Because it's not. If you're getting frustrated by something around you, then it's really, you're the only one affected. So, yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for making space. Real quick, I just want to introduce Victoria. She's one of our teachers here. She's amazing. She's like feminine goddess, basically. She teaches Friday mornings, 10:30, soft or slow flow plus restore. So if you have Friday mornings off of work and would like something to end your week off probably really nicely, try Victoria's class. And then as far as special announcements go, I don't really think there's much else going on. Just always keep your eye on the schedule. There's no classes tomorrow for Labor Day. There's a couple new classes. James has a 5 p.m. class on Mondays, and Alexa has a 7:30 a.m. class on Tuesdays. And yeah, that's really all. Any questions? Okay, let's just do our thing. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a bolster here. I'm going to sit on it, but you don't need a bolster. You can sit down on your butt. You can sit on a block, whatever feels good, and just find seated meditation. So if you want, you can wiggle a little bit, stretch a little bit, kind of just get some physical feedback. Thank you. Perfect. And then eventually just settle into stillness. So as you are ready, bring your hands to rest somewhere intentionally, maybe just in your lap, maybe hands to heart, maybe even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Close your eyes and see if you can relax and soften all the muscles in your face. Unclench your jaw. And just really allow yourself to arrive here fully. So everything else you've got going on in your life, for now, it just kind of falls away. Just feel yourself in this room, your sit bones on the ground, the length of your spinal column, your breath as it flows in and out. And even notice your thoughts as they come and go. So we can't turn our thoughts off. It's literally impossible to do. So rather than trying, just let go of that trying and start to just unattach, start to watch and observe. You even watch your impulses as they come and go, the impulse to move, the impulse to scratch an itch. And coming back anytime you get distracted, just to the rise and fall of your breath. It's always happening now. Next time you breathe in, everybody fill up as big as you can. And then take a moment to pause in fullness. When you think you are full, see if there's even an extra little sip you can find at the top. Open your mouth and great big sigh when you're ready. Let it go. Ah. Good, very nice. 2 more like that. Inhale, fill up. Take that pause at the top. As you hold your breath, see if you can relax and soften a little bit around your held breath. And then as you are ready, big open mouth sigh. Ah. Last time, biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. So every little space fills up, inflates, expands, gets bigger. Hold, soften around your held breath. And then big sigh to let it go. Ha. Very nice, friends. Start to drop in now to your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So your inhale is just like you're taking a really, really deep, slow motion gasp. Exhale is like you are fogging up a window, but your lips are sealed on top of the breath. So essentially, you are fogging up a window on the inside of your body. You're starting to build a little bit of internal heat just by breathing. So take a moment to really connect to your breath, to feel the expansion and contraction. Be patient with each breath so you're never rushing. And you want to make sure you're breathing from your diaphragm so your belly is expanding and contracting as you breathe in and out. Stay here as long as you want to. If this is where you want to stay for the entire class, that is completely fine with me. It's your Sunday morning meditation. Awesome. If you're ready to add some movement, take your breath with you. Keep it flowing just like so. And come forward to hands and knees. From hands and knees, anything goes. So maybe cat-cow undulations to begin. Maybe big circles with your hips. Maybe you want to sit back into a child's pose and just rest there for a couple breaths. So no right or wrong. Maybe it's helpful to close your eyes so you don't care what anybody else in the space looks like. You don't even care what you look like. You're focusing in on what you feel, on how your body feels, how your spine and your shoulders and your hips feel today. So try to get out of habits and patterns rather than, okay, I always do 3 rounds of cat-cows and I sit back in child's pose for 3 breaths and I do 3 hip circles. See if you can just feel totally different than ever before. This moment, what does your body need? What's going on inside? Explore that. And then when you are ready in your next few rounds, downward facing dog is our eventual destination. So you can start transitioning back whenever you are ready, no rush. If you want to get back by moving through a vinyasa, go for it. Nice job, everybody. Once you're back in down dog, keep exploring, keep feeling. So maybe you want to pedal out your heels, shift your weight from side to side. Maybe you give your head a little shake or a little nod. And then just quickly, a question for me. If you personally are feeling like you would like a hands-off practice today, you would rather not be touched, you don't want physical adjustments, fine with me. I don't take it personal, but just give me one leg in the air as a signal very quickly. Okay, got it. Thank you so much. Now, if you want to take your legs in the air to play and explore, feel free. Nice job, friend. So especially in this first down dog, don't worry too much about getting your legs straight. Don't worry about getting your heels flat on the ground, but feel more into that length that moves from your fingertips all the way up to your sit bones. See if you can find a connection to center. So imagine there's an invisible rope attached to your belly button, and it's literally pulling up towards the ceiling. It's tugging towards the back wall. So feel that lift. Good job. Big deep breaths, feeling into whatever's there with your breath, creating space that was not there before with your breath. Nice poses, everybody. Take one more big inhale into down dog. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Hang out for a moment in your fold. So if you want, ragdoll pose it out, grab opposite elbows, little sway, little bounce, little bob. Maybe hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, give the back of your neck some traction. Let your head be heavy, face is soft. And then see if you can feel that connection to center here. So like there is an invisible rope attached to your belly button, pulling straight up. You're like a rag doll, you're like a puppet, you're hanging. So upper body hangs, bobs. Your weight is more in your toes than the balls of your feet, less in your heels. So focus on lifting your butt up high as the crown of your head gets closer to the ground. Take one more breath. Halfway lift position as you breathe in. So lengthen your spine, telescope your ribs. Exhale, fold, release. Root through your feet and rise all the way to stand. Arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's flow with our breath for a moment. Inhale, reach up, stretch tall. Exhale, take your slow dive down. So your butt reaches back, heart goes forward, and then fold. Very nice. Halfway lift position as you inhale. Hug your shoulder blades towards your spine. Back of your neck is long, gaze down. Exhale, fold, let it go. Ha. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, rise back up. Arms to the sky, stretch, maybe gaze up. Beautiful, friends. And then hands to your heart center. Exhale. Let's do one more just like that. Maybe try closing your eyes. Inhale, reach. Exhale takes you down slowly. So feel your body move through space from the inside. With your inhalation, halfway lift position. Yeah, back of your neck long, sides of your neck long. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet, connect to your center, lead with your heart, take it back up. Reach up, stretch tall, side body long, hands to heart center as you exhale. Nice, you guys. Inhale, arms to the sky. And then exhale, let's go with hands behind our back, interlace your fingers. Make sure your shoulders aren't rolling forward to get your clasp, but they're rolling back and down. Shoulder blades, squeeze your spine. If you tend to lock out your elbows, bring a bend into your elbows and press your palms together like they're suction cup. And then squeeze your elbows as close as you can. See if you can start to reach your hands back. Maybe lift your heart up. So a little baby back bend, hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing a yoga block, and press your hips gently forward. Take one more big inhalation. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, exhale all the way down into your fold. Good. Keep your clasp for about 2 or 3 breaths as you hang out in your fold. So see if you can let your neck relax, let your head hang. Focus on that connection to center. Lift your butt up, crown towards the ground. Maybe you give your head a little shake, a little nod. Take one more big inhale. Good work. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp nice and easy. Let your arms dangle. Let them hang. Ujjayi breath. Big inhale to your halfway lift. Lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank. So top of a push-up. Pause here and really find your strength. Spread your fingers, push the ground away. See if you can take little baby rocks forward and back. So nothing's changing in the position of your body. Nice, Rach. You're just rocking forward, rocking back, transferring weight forward, transferring weight back. Yes. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward. Start on your tippy toes or knees come down to modify. Exhale, lower just halfway. Hold until you're empty in your breath. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Exhale one more time, just like that. Little rock forward, lower halfway, hover, hold. Inhale, push back up. And then slow motion on your own. Exhale all the way to your belly. Back bend of your choice as you breathe in. Baby cobra, full cobra, Spider-Man cobra, Sphinx, locust. So many options. Whatever would feel good to you. You can take your time. And then as you are ready, downward facing dog. Big deep breaths. Sorry, I think just Rubes wants out.
She's overwhelmed in here. Come on,
Rubes, come on. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Jamie. All right, my friends, back in your down dog. One more time. You've got about 5 breaths. So if you want to, you can move, you can explore. And also, even if you are completely still in your outer body, there's tons of stuff to notice in your inner body. There's tons of little micro movements, little micro adjustments you can make. So feel around, use your breath, use your awareness. Downward facing dog, even if you've been there thousands of times, what can you notice today in this moment in your body? Take one more great big inhale. And then exhale, gaze forward, however you want to get there, top of your space, forward fold. Once you have arrived, find your halfway lift position, back of your neck long, sides of your neck long. Good. Exhale, fold. And then from the press of your feet, heart leads. Take it all the way up. Arms to the sky. Gaze up if you like. Hands to heart center, exhale. Inhale, arms reach up. And this time we're going to take a side body stretch towards the windows. You can take your own variation. I'm grabbing my left wrist and then pulling my upper body up and over. Maybe you want to bring right hand to right hip or interlace your fingers. So feel free to make it your own if you'd like. More weight in your left foot. Nice, Talia. Keep your left shoulder plugged in. So left shoulder is back and down. Bicep next to your ear. Beautiful, friends. Breathe into your left rib cage and your left waistline. Take one more round. Nice, Ariel. Good, Crystal. Inhale back to center. Realign. And then your variation as you exhale, other side. Up and over. Right foot roots down. Nice, Laura. So right side is long from your foot all the way up to your fingertips. Keep your right shoulder plugged in. So your bicep is next to your ear. Your arm is not in front of your face. Breathe into your right side. So much length. Make a crescent moon shape with your body. One more round. Nice, Sarah. Good, Makai. Inhale back to center. And then as you exhale, just a little baby back bend. So cactus your arms. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Curl open. Belly stays strong. Navel to spine. Inhale, re-extend. Now listen, exhale, chair plane. Bend your knees. Swing your arms back behind you. Heart stays lifted. So it's like you're doing a little cobra with your chest. Back muscles are hugging towards your spine. Shoulder blades are hugging towards your spine. If it's helpful, bend your elbows and imagine your elbows are magnetized. Try to squeeze them closer. You can stay where you are at or option to float up to tippy toes. So get really high on your tiptoes and see if now you can bend your knees even more, lower your butt. Yes, beautiful. One more full round of breath. Option to stay on your tiptoes. Nice, Mikkel. All the way up, high mountain. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down slowly. Stick your butt out behind you. Stay connected to your center. Forward fold. Beautiful. Halfway lift, heels on the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, Janet. Plant your hands, feet back. You move through your vinyasa however you would like. See you back in downward facing dog. Back in down dog. Big, deep breaths. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky. And if you want to, you can kind of explore a little bit. Open up your hip, maybe give your ankle a little roll, point and flex your right foot, circle your right knee. So lots of ways to feel around. Or you can hold completely still on the outside. Feel all those little tiny micro movements inside. Make little tiny micro adjustments that I can't even see, but you feel them. Take one more big inhale. Make your right leg strong and powerful. Reach it up. As you exhale, right knee to your nose. So round your spine, hollow out your belly. Nice, Taylor. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can lift higher through your waistline. Push the ground away. And then exhale, step forward softly. Rise up to crescent lunge in your own time. So if you need a moment to kind of stretch your legs, to adjust, feel free. And then as you rise up, just take a moment to settle, to find stability. So your front hip pulls back. Awesome job. Back hip pulls forward. Good, Crystal. Inner thighs squeeze towards one another. So you feel that connection to center. Starts from that hugging in of your inner thighs. Moves up into your belly button, navel to spine. You should feel a little more length in your low back and support in your low back. Heart is lifted. Maybe your gaze is lifted. And as you reach up, see if you can feel into your own expression, your own unique expression of this pose through your fingertips. So maybe you want to make your fingertips really active and energized. Maybe you want to soften them. Maybe you want to bend your elbows a little bit. So how do you feel today? Your own personal expression, and then breathe into it. Just be in it and take it in. Take one more inhale. Beautiful. As you exhale, we're going to take a turbo twist to the right. So left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Back knee bends to a hover. If you feel like modifying, you can absolutely bring your back knee down. Energetically pull your front hip back, pull your back thigh forward, and feel your weight nice and centered. Nice, Sophia. Broaden through the front of your shoulders, through your collarbones. If you want an extra challenge, gaze back over your right fingertips. Take one more round of breath, soft face. End of your exhale, we're gonna open up to a warrior two facing the opposite direction. So right arm will reach forward, left arm will swing back heel comes down. Yeah, so your back foot is now parallel to the back edge of your mat. If you need a moment to straighten your front leg, give it a break, feel free. And then as you bend into your front knee, your knee is lined up right over your ankle. Your knee is tracking towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing in towards your big toe. Good, so wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body. Beautiful, friends. Next time you inhale, reach for this front wall. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach any further, all that has to change is your arms. Right arm towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Side angle pose. Nice, Victoria. So heart is open, hips are open. You can stay here, or if there's any other variation you want to play with, go for it. Maybe you want to reach your left arm forward towards me. Half bind, full bind. Beautiful, Jamie. Wherever you choose to be, your breath is flowing, big, spacious, intentional. Heart wants to look up, so work that. Don't let it close down. Take one more round wherever you're at. Beautiful, Nick. And then from the press of your feet, reverse warrior. So press into your feet, rise up. Front palm rotates up, reach back. Yes. If your front leg needs a break, you can straighten it out, but then bend deeply into your front knee. Yeah, beautiful. Feel your front knee tracking open towards your pinky toe. Breathe into your right side. Create length in your right side. One more big, huge in-breath. Awesome job. Nice, Judy. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, low lunge position. Listen here, root into your front foot, standing splits, left leg floats up. So don't let the name psych you out. It doesn't have to look anything even close to the splits. Just lift your own leg as high as you can. Maybe that's 2 inches away from the ground. Perfect. Let your neck relax so you're not straining to look forward. Just like you would in a forward fold, neck is relaxed, head is heavy. If you want to play in any way, handstand hops, balance, right arm behind right leg, go for it. You've got about 2 or 3 more rounds in standing splits. Good. Nice, you guys. Take one more inhale. Maybe lift your left leg a little higher. Just spread your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Set your left foot down on the top of your space. If your right leg needs a little shake out, you can give it to it. And then bring your big toes to touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, little tiny potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. You can choose to lift your heels up high. That'll work the strength in your ankles, your feet, calves. Or you can choose to press your heels towards the ground. That'll work your flexibility, your ankle flexibility. If you want to, wrap your arms around your shins and give yourself a great big squeeze as you get really small and compact with your exhales. Take one. Good job. And inhale, halfway lift. Set your heels down. Spine grows long, parallel to the earth. You can widen your stance if you want to. Exhale, fold. From the press of your feet all the way up. Arms to the sky, high mountain. Pause in your high mountain. Rotate your pinky fingers in towards one another and see if you can let your shoulders drop down a little further away from your ears. So feel some space in your neck. From here, root into your, left foot, right knee floats up, standing staff. Good, so right knee lifts, flex your toes back, find your balance. Slow, steady breaths, hug in with your inner thighs. That's your connection to center. One more inhale. As you exhale, twisting towards the windows, left arm forward, right arm back. Or if you want to, you can grab your outer right leg, right knee with your left hand. That works as a little bit of leverage. Stay for a couple rounds of breath. We'll go into hand to big toe pose later. So if you want to go into it now, that's fine. Otherwise, we'll get a little more warmed up. Just breathe, stand tall, broaden through the front of your shoulders. One last round. End of your exhale, unwind, arms to the sky. Option to extend your right leg if you haven't already. Take one more in-breath. And then as you exhale, just set your right foot down, even out your weight, and take your dive down, forward fold. Nice work. Halfway lift position. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat. Vinyasa your way. Add or subtract whatever you want. See you back in down dog. Hey, Shannon. All right, Ujjayi. So if you've lost it, now is your time. Connect back to Ujjayi breath. Feel it, hear it. It's so important. It will power you through your practice if you can learn how to use it. So rather than feeling like your breath is this extra thing you always have to worry about, start to learn how to use your breath as your greatest strength in your practice. From your down dog, next inhalation, left leg high. So take a moment, and if there's any way you want to explore your three-legged dog on this side, feel free. Doesn't even have to be the same thing you did on the other side. Totally up to you. Good job, friends. All right, next time you breathe in, take your left leg long, make it strong and powerful, push into the ground. Exhale, left knee to your nose, round your back, hollow out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can lift your waistline higher. And then exhale, nice M. Step your left foot forward. Rise up into crescent in your own time. So take your time if you want. Maybe there's a little bit of stretching you want to do before you stand. Once you are standing, stabilize. Nice, Steve. So front hip is pulling back energetically. Back hip is pulling forward energetically. Your legs are your strong foundation. Your upper body is your unique expression. So how do you feel in your pose today? You want to spread your fingers really wide, energy shooting out of your fingertips. Or maybe you want to bring a softness into your hands, even your arms. Everybody feel your pose. Take one more great big inhale. And then as you exhale, we're turning it into a turbo twist. So right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends to a hover. A lot of people like to reach forward or lean forward in this pose. Try to keep your weight nice and centered. So you're reaching back just as much as you are reaching forward. Shoulders are broad, collarbones are broad. Maybe gaze back over your left fingertips for a balance challenge. Nice, Amber, take one more round. End of your exhale, open up towards the opposite wall, warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Back heel pivots down. Nice, Kirsten. So take a moment, and if you need to adjust your legs in any way, adjust. Good. Front knee is tracking open rather than collapsing in. Back hip is not shooting forward towards the windows. Pull it back into the socket. So you want a nice neutral pelvis while you allow your hips to open. Next time you breathe in, reach for the front wall. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, left arm towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Nice, Sarah. Awesome, you guys. So anywhere you want to take it on this side, maybe right arm forward, maybe a half or a full bind. Wherever you choose to go. Breath is right there. It can flow freely. If it feels like it gets stuck, how can you adjust your body to change that? Last couple of rounds. Heart is open. It wants to look up at the sky. Can you let it? Good work. From the press of your feet with your next inhalation, reverse your warrior. So all the way up, reach back, left side elongates. If your left leg needs a little break, you might straighten it out for a moment, but then bend once again deeply into your front knee. Nice, Makai. Track it towards your pinky toe. Good whip. Breathe into your left rib cage. See if you can lift your rib cage a little bit further away from your left hip. One last round. And end of your exhale, cartwheel your hands to the earth. Low lunge, so pivot to the ball of your back foot. Standing splits. Left foot roots, right leg floats. It's your pose. It does not have to look anything even close to the splits. Just find activation through your right toes. Spread your toes. Nice, Laura. You can stay where you're at, or maybe there's some way you want to play. Yeah, Shiva squats, handstand hops. Left arm behind left leg. Big, deep breath. So sometimes just holding the pose and breathing deeply can be just as powerful and really just as challenging as moving around. So you do you. It's all good, but be intentional. Take one more big inhale. Right leg lifts maybe a little higher. Maybe you want one last hop even. And then exhale, top of your space, right foot to the ground. If your left leg wants a little shake out, give it a little shake out. Yep, and then big toes touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, find your little potato bug ball. So just like a potato bug, get really small and compact. If you want, you can wrap your arms around your shins, or for this one, just for fun, if you would like, option to turn it into a toe stand, so a little balance challenge. Up on your toes, squeeze your inner knees, your inner thighs, and your inner heels towards midline, and then bring hands to heart, point your knees straight forward. Thanks, Jared. So soft face, long spine, wherever you're at, couple more rounds. Thanks, Caitlin. As you breathe in, halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. You can widen your stance if you want to. And then exhale, fold. Root through your feet all the way to stand, high mountain. So pause here, arms reach up, pinky fingers spiral in towards each other, and your neck is nice and long. See if you can feel neutral pelvis, neutral spine. And then next inhale, lift your left knee up. Standing step. So flex your left toes and hug in with your inner thighs. That's how you're gonna balance. Focus your gaze. Nice, Rach. Take one more inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Right arm goes forward, left arm swings back. Or maybe you bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh or knee. See if you can feel the twist coming right from your center. So not your arms or your legs, your belly. Breathe into your belly. Use your exhale to ring out. Not literally, but it feels like a ringing out of your insides. One last breath. Good job. Slowly unwind, arms to the sky. Option to extend your left leg if you want to. Try not to lean back. Press through your heel. Engage your lowest, deepest abdominals. One more in breath. And then as you exhale, just set your foot down, even out your weight. Take your dive down. Ah, nice. Laura, lift halfway, spinal extension. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you want to. Add or subtract whatever you'd like. So you back in down dog, or if you want to take a child's pose instead, totally fine with me. Big deep breaths. So we are going to move through that entire sequence now, that entire flow. One breath, one movement. It doesn't mean we're going to speed through it as fast as we can just to get it over with. It means we're going to go so slowly with our slow, deep breaths. It means we're going to move intentionally, not just into the poses, but even through the transitions. If at any time you want to take a little break or you want to move on your own, something else would feel better for you, that is fine with me. So all of my cues, think of them as invitations. If they work, awesome. If not, leave them behind. Do you? If you are coming with me for our flow, downward facing dog. Take one more great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze forward, however you want to get there, feet to the top of your space. Lift halfway as you breathe in. Exhale, bow. Breathe through your feet, lead with your heart, all the way up, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart center, and here we go with our flow. Arms reach up, breathe in. Side body stretch of your choice over to your right. Hips go left. Inhale, back through center. Other side. Exhale, up and over, all the way to empty. Inhale, back up. And then with your exhalation, baby back bend, cactus your arms, make it come from your mid and your upper back. Good, Mari. Inhale, back to neutral reach. Exhale, your choice, chair plane or drinking bird. Bend your knees, swing your arms back, keep your heart lifted, maybe on your tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes if you'd like, all the way up, high mountain. Nice, Ash. So as tall as you can grow, maybe stay on your tiptoes, slow dive down into your fold. Beautiful. As you breathe in, awesome, Tracy, halfway lift, heels down. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep that exhale going. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, lift your heart. Don't move through it, be in it. Then exhale, down dog. If I'm cueing too fast, see if you can breathe slower and bigger. Inhale, or excuse me, too slow. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to your nose, and then soft as you can, step forward. Rise up into crescent, strong legs. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, turbo twist, left arm forward, right arm back, all the way to empty back knee bends to a hover. And then inhale, open it up, warrior two, facing the opposite wall. Nice, Michelle. As you exhale, reach forward, and then tip it over side angle, all the way to empty in your breath. Inhale, reverse, stay in your legs, reach up and back. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the earth, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, left leg high. You can hop if you want. Exhale, straight into your tiny little potato bug ball. So set your left foot down next to right, get small. Inhale, get long, halfway lift. You can widen your stance if you prefer. Exhale, fold in. Root through your feet, take it all the way up. Arms reach, right knee lift, standing staff. Exhale, twist towards the windows, left arm forward, right arm back, or you can grab your leg. Inhale, back to center, option to extend right leg forward, press through your heel, engage your lowest, deepest abdominals. Exhale, set your right foot down, even out your weight as you stick your butt out and dive down, forward fold, beautiful. Halfway lift, nice Sherry, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, try to keep that exhale going as you lower down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Big inhalation, left leg high, powerful and strong. Like you are stepping over something. Exhale, left foot steps softly forward. Rise with your in-breath, strong legs, heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, turbo twist, right arm forward, left arm back, knee bends, hover all the way to empty. And then inhale, warrior two, open it up towards the windows. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to emptiness. And reverse your warrior, stay in your legs, deep bend in your front knee, left leg or left side long. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, right leg floats, active through your right toes. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. All the way to empty, get small and compact. Inhale, get long, halfway lift. Stick your butt out, reach the crown of your head forward, adjust legs if you want. Exhale, forward fold. From the press of your feet, rise up. Arms reach up, left knee floats up, flex your toes. Exhale, twist to your left, right arm forward, left arm back, or grab your left leg. All the way to empty, and then bring it back to standing step. Unwind, arms to the sky, option to extend left. And as you exhale, left foot down, heart leads, dive down into your fold. Beautiful friends, lift halfway with your inhalation. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like. See you in down dog. If you'd rather, child's pose is just fine. So give yourself a moment. Feel your body, feel your breath. We'll go through that same sequence one last time. We are going to add a few little additions, take a few little variations. So if it works for you, awesome. If not, you can always skip it. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. Take one last big in-breath into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold, top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift position, lengthen. Exhale, fold and bow. Root through your feet all the way up to stand, arms to the sky, stretch tall. Hands to heart, exhale, last time, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Side body stretch towards the windows. You can change it up if you want. Exhale. Through center, breathe in. Other side, exhale, up and over. Nice work. Inhale back to center. Standing back bend, exhale, make it come from mid and upper back, not so much lower. Hug in with your inner thighs. Inhale, realign. Awesome, Laura. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. One last time. Option to lift to tiptoes. Stay on tiptoes if you want, all the way up into your high mountain. How tall can you grow? Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you dive down ever so slowly. Forward fold. Awesome, Soph. With your in-breath, heels on the ground, halfway lift. Nice, Steve. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga, or skip it if you want to. Lift your heart, inhale. Nice, Shan. Lift your hips, exhale. All right, inhale your right leg high. You can hold here if you'd rather, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your armpit as high as you can get on your arm. Nice work. Inhale, back up. Now everybody, exhale, knees to your nose and step forward softly. Good work. Inhale, rise, crescent. Exhale, turbo twist. Left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends all the way to empty in your breath. Then open it up, warrior two, breathe in. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. Listen, we're gonna pause here. You can stay in side angle. You can work it into a triangle, or you can float your back leg off the ground for balancing half moon. So up to you, wherever you'd like to go, maybe a little bit of a couple of those options. Nice, Nick. So feeling around, exploring where you are at today. Heart is open, hips are open. Your breath is right there with you. Last couple of rounds, wherever you're at. Awesome, Crystal. Good, you guys. And then see if you can land softly in warrior two. Everybody meet in warrior two. So take a moment, and if you need to, adjust your legs. Reconnect to Ujjayi breath. Nice. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, left leg high. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball all the way to empty. Get small, high, good. And then get long, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise all the way up. Arms to the sky, right knee lifts up, standing staff. Exhale, twist towards the windows. Now is your time if you want to turn it into a full hand to big toe pose. Grab hold of your right foot or your right big toe and start to extend your right leg. Only extend as much as you can without rounding through your spine. Hug in with your inner thighs, flex your toes, press through your heel. Take one more round, your pose, your expression. See if you can come back and stay balanced on your left foot. Standing step, breathe in, maybe extend if you haven't already. And then exhale, set your right foot down, even out your weight, dive down nice and easy. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. You are almost there. Use your breath. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Hold if you want, or exhale. Left knee, right elbow. Push the ground away, little twist. Very nice. Inhale, back up. Awesome, Sarah. Lengthen. Left to left this time, as high as you can get on your arm. Inhale, back up. Very nice. Everybody, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly. Step forward, low lunge. Crescent, rise, strong legs. Exhale, turbo twist, right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends. Good job. And open it up, warrior two. Side angle, reach forward, tip it over, and this is where we're gonna pause. Once again, options. Stay in your side angle, work your side angle. Work into triangle or float your back foot off the ground, balancing half moon. Back leg is strong as you lift it up. Hips are open. Yeah, love the variations, you guys. Nice, Kristen. Hips are open, heart is open, shoulders are open. Awesome, Sherry. Awesome, Judy. Take one last round. Actually, let's go with 2 more rounds. I feel like we were on the other side a little longer. So 2 more rounds, your fullest expression. And then back to a warrior 2, soft landing if possible. If it didn't happen softly, no big deal. Take a moment to adjust. Ujjayi. Next inhalation, reverse. Reach up, reach back. That deep bend in your front knee. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge position. And standing splits, float your right leg high. Inhale. Exhale, tiny little ball, get small one last time. So compact all the way to empty. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise all the way up. Arms reach, left knee floats up, standing staff. Exhale, twist to your left. Now, option if you want, your full twisted hand to big toe pose. Grab your left foot or grab your big toe and extend your left leg forward only as much as you can without rounding. So broad through your shoulders, connected to your center, connected to your breath. Press through your heel, flex your toes. One last round. Awesome, Ariel. Slowly unwind. Stay balanced on your right foot if possible. Breathe in. Maybe extend your left leg, perhaps for the first time. And exhale, left foot down. Dive down. Forward fold. Beautiful job. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Move through your vinyasa however you want to. Either down dog or child's pose or hero's pose. Any other resting pose of your choice is fine as well. So take a moment, my friends, to simply just soak that all in, to feel all the energy that you've stirred up inside of your body, to feel it flowing through you. Slow, deep breath. So if you've lost your breath, now is a great time to bring it back. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs would feel really nice here. And then, my friends, in your next couple of rounds, downward facing dog. All right. Ujjayi. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And everybody open up your right hip. So bend your knee and peel your hip open. It's like your right hip is a hinge on a door. Your right leg is the door and it just swings open. Yes. So option to stay here. This might feel really good and you just want to stay here because it feels good. Option to flip your dog if you'd like. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm forward, heart forward, lift your hips. Nice, Talia. Feel the strength in your back body. Awesome, Trace. Take one more full round. Those of you in the back bend. Beautiful width. And then bring it back. Three-legged dog. Option if you'd like to square off your hips and just feel that big difference. Take one more inhale into your three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot to the top of your mat. You'll be in a low lunge. And then we're going to add a twist from here. Left hand on the ground, right arm towards the sky or to the sky. Reach up. You can stay here, perfect place to stay. If you want to go just a little bit deeper, start to crawl your left hand or your left fingertips off the left edge of your mat, and then reach your right fingertips back behind you. Let your heart look up towards the sky. Yeah, legs stay strong. Make it come from your mid and your upper back. Take one last breath. End of your exhale, unwind. You're gonna bring your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. So you're in a wide-legged straddle. Make any adjustments you need to. It's like you're standing on a balance beam that goes from the front to the back of your mat. All of your toes face directly forward. You've got about 5 to 7 breaths, anywhere you want to take this. So you do you. You can hang out and breathe, or you can move around, feel around. Wherever you've chosen to be, breath right there with you. Good job, you guys. Last couple of rounds, open mouth size if you want. If you're working somewhere, start to wrap it up. And then let's slowly walk our hands forward. So come into a low lunge position. And then root into your front foot. We're going to come into kind of a variation of warrior 3 with our hands on the ground or our hands on a block or block. So walk your hands forward and just let your back leg float up. Lengthen your spine like you're in a halfway lift position. Back leg parallel to the earth, hips square. Now we're moving into a twist. Left hand stays on the ground or on your block. Bring your right hand to your right hip and stick your thumb right into that crease at the front of your hip. Literally push your right hip back towards the back wall and feel your upper body start to twist to the right. Continue to work that twist with your core strength. Maybe eventually your right arm to the sky. Revolved half moon, very nice. Hips are square, squeeze your inner thighs, back leg powerful. Press with your back foot, open through the right side of your heart. Maybe even gaze up at your right hand. Last round, you got this. And then all the way to emptiness, forward fold, top of your space. And give your right leg a little shake out. All right, now listen. You're going to step your right foot behind your left heel like you're standing on a balance beam. So your right toes are behind your left heel. Pull your right hip back and start to walk your hands over to the left, or maybe even off the left side of your mat. You can use a block under your hands to bring the ground closer to you. Right hip pulls back, root especially into your right foot, your back foot. Lengthen your left side, breathe up your left side body down, lengthen your right side. So you're breathing up your right side and then down your right leg. Good. Let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. And then end of your next exhalation, just crawl your hands back to center. Stay on your balance beam a little bit longer. Halfway lift, it's a balance challenge. Pull your left butt cheek back now as well as you lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Plant your hands, plank position. Pause in your plank. Side plank, right hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of right foot. Or you're always welcome to modify. Please feel free to modify if you want to. So you can make it your own. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, you're not modifying with your bottom knee on the ground, make sure you're lifting your hips super, super high. Maybe left arm reaches forward, or maybe left leg floats up. Maybe there's some variation you feel like taking. What does your fullest expression look like? What does it feel like? Take one last full round. Nice, Amber. Awesome work. Back to plank or modified plank. Nice, Michelle. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Push the ground away. God bless you. Exhale, slowly lower. Back bend of your choice. Take your time to lift your heart, to stretch your front body. And then just a tabletop position, hands and knees. From hands and knees, we'll set up for thread the needle. So knees at least hips width distance apart, maybe just a bit wider. Take your right arm out to the right and then reach it all the way up to the sky. Inhale here. As you exhale, thread your right arm through. Reach, 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 reach. Then come down, rest on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. And if there's any way you want to work this pose, please feel free to do so. You might really push into your left hand. You might wrap your left arm behind you. Just breathe into your back body especially. Good job, my friends. Take about 2 or 3 more. Jamie, you've got a busy space today. If you happen to have your left hand lifted, set it back down. Same with your left knee. If your left knee is lifted, set it back down. Next time you inhale, unthread your right arm and reach it up one more time if you want to take an extra breath here. Eventually, right hand to the ground, downward facing dog. Find your breath. Walk it out. Maybe notice, how does your right side feel versus your left side? Next time you inhale, left leg to the sky. And then peel your hip open, bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. So shoulders stay strong and square. You're still pressing firmly into both hands, all 10 fingertips. Stay here if you want, or option to flip. Nice, Emily. So left foot, if you'd like, comes down behind you. Left arm reaches forward, heart reaches forward. You want to feel strength in your back body as you're opening through your front body. Beautiful, Sarah. One last full breath. Amazing, you guys. Come back, 3-legged dog. Perhaps you want to square off your hips and just feel that difference. Take one more inhale into your 3-legged dog. Nice, Janet. Exhale, left foot to the top of your space for your low lunge. And then add your twist, revolve lunge, right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky. Legs strong, so you're not twisting from arms or legs, you're twisting from your center. Stay here, you're perfect. Or if you want to go a little deeper, right hand walks off the right side of your mat. You might be on your right fingertips. You might even take a block with you. Left fingertips start to reach back. It's like you're trying to touch the person or the wall behind you. Heart wants to look up. Let it. Legs stay strong. One last huge belly breath. Awesome, Caitlin. And then slowly release. Let it go. Wide-legged straddle position. Walk your hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Anywhere you want to take it on this side, you can do the same thing you did before or something completely different. Totally up to you. Make sure your breath stays with you. If you are working your forward fold, make sure you're not rocking back into your heels. For a long time in this pose, I just put all my weight in my heels. Just like in your regular forward fold, weight is slightly forward. You want to focus on lifting your butt as high as you can. The front of your thighs, your quad muscles should fire up as you stretch the backs of your legs. Soften your face, open your mouth and sigh it out if that would feel good. So if you feel like you've got a lot of energy, you've got a lot of heat, you've got a lot of intensity, give it somewhere to go. Sigh it out your mouth. Ah. All right, friends, start to wrap up. And then with your fingertips on the ground, just spider crawl your hands forward to the top of your mats. Rotate your toes forward. You're back in a low lunge. And then from here, we're going into that variation of Warrior 3 with our spine long, hands on the ground or blocks. So spine is in a halfway lift. We're not doing standing splits like warrior 3, but with your fingertips down or your hands on a block or blocks. Back leg parallel to the ground 2 if you can get it there. If it's helpful, bend your standing leg and then start to work your twist, left hand to left hip. Put your thumb in that little crease and literally push your hip back. So it's like you're giving yourself your own little adjustment. As you push your hip back, you should feel your upper body twist to the left. Work that twist with your core strength. Nice, Mikkel. Back leg strong, back foot active. Breathe down into your belly. You got this. Soften around your heart edges. One last round. Left arm reaches up and let it go. Forward fold. Very nice, my friend. You can give your left leg a little shake out. Yeah, maybe pedal out your heels for a moment. And then step your left toes behind your right heel this time. Again, standing on your balance beam. So a little more weight in your left foot. Start to walk your hands to the right or off the right side of your mat. Keep pulling your left hip back. So left hip pulls back, left side body elongates. Relax your neck. You're not straining to look forward. Your neck is an extension of your spine, so let it be a long line. Breathe up your left side, down the back of your left leg. Soft through your face. Very nice work. Couple more rounds. All right, slowly walk your hands back to center. Stay on your balance beam with your feet. On an inhale, halfway lift. Pull your right butt cheek back as well. Exhale, yeah, it's a balance challenge for sure. Exhale, let it go. Plant your hands back to a plank position. And then from plank, side plank, left hand is your base. If you want to take a modified side plank, totally fine with me. So you're either karate kicking the ground with the outer edge of your left foot, or your left knee might be down. If your left knee is not down, your hips are lifting so high. So you want the majority of this strength here to come from your left side abdominals, not from your left shoulder, your wrists. You'll just sink into those. So use your muscles. Maybe right arm forward, maybe right leg floats up, fullest expression. One last huge breath. You got it. Nice, Talia, and then back to plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Find your strength. Exhale, lower slowly. Good. Heart lifts. Tabletop, hands and knees. Setting up for thread the needle. So knees at least hips width distance, maybe just a tiny bit wider. Inhale your left arm out and up. And then exhale to thread it through. Reach, 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 and come down to rest gently. Outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. Your own variation, so anywhere you want to take it on this side. Make sure your big, deep breaths are there. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Breathe into the space in between your back ribs. Breathe all the way down into your kidneys, your low back. Good job, friends. Last couple of breaths. You do happen to have your right hand or right knee lifted. Bring them back to the earth. And then on an inhalation, unthread your left arm, reach it out, reach it up. Stay extra if you want. Stay longer, and then eventually tabletop. Back to your down dog. If you want to take your own vinyasa and then meet back in down dog, fine with me. Eventually just walk it out in your dog pose. So just noticing, feeling all that space you've created in your body. All right, friends. Right leg to the sky. Watch out for rubes behind you. And then pigeon pose, right shin forward. Set your body down gently. So if you know that this pose works better for you on your back or in a seat, you are absolutely welcome to take it there instead. Otherwise, set yourself up very intentionally and then start your slow bow forward. Breathe into your low back, breathe down into your hips. I'm gonna come around with a little essential oil spritz. If you do not want it near you or on you, just give me a little raise of your hand. Okay, thank you so much. So just focus on your deep breathing. Signal to your body with your breath that you are safe. You're not under stress. It's okay to relax, even though you're uncomfortable, even though there's a lot of sensation. You can soften, you can let go. Take about 5 more rounds. If you want big, huge sighs, last couple breaths. Ah. Slowly begin to find your own transition back to down dog. So however you want to get there, maybe it's a 3-legged dog, give your right leg a little shake out. Maybe it's a 3-legged tabletop, give your right leg a little shake out. So anything goes if you want to move through a vinyasa. And then just feel into all that length. Feel into your right side. And then I'll just let each of you, in your own time, move into pigeon with your left shin forward. If you're on your back or in a seat, just pigeon with your left shin on top. Take as much time as you need, as much time as you did on the other side to set yourself up with intention, attention. And then breath by breath, let your body know, it's okay. You can surrender, you can let go, you can soften. A little bit of activation through your left toes. And just protects your knee and your ankle joints so you're not pulling on tendons and ligaments. Sigh out your mouth anytime. So notice, where do you tense up? Where do you resist? Sometimes I try to explore what would it feel like if I could soften through my heart, the space of my heart, even just energetically. There's so much to explore, even in the poses we've been in thousands of times. There's so many different ways to work them, get curious about them, and get curious about our own body, the space inside of us. Take about 3 to 5 more breaths. Ah. And I will leave it just up to you. So you all got into this pose at slightly different times. So whenever you feel pretty much even on both sides, start your transition back to one final down dog. If you're already down on your back and you want to wait for us there instead, you just stretch on your back, take some neutralizing poses on your back. That's fine with me. And again, no rush. If you still want a few more breaths in pigeon, please take them. If you get back to down dog and you're like, I would really like to just hang out in a child's pose, fine with me. So maybe you want one final vinyasa from your down dog or to find your way back to down dog. I'm going to say everyone, just 4 or 5 more breaths, either in your downward facing dog or wherever you've chosen to be or exploring in any way. 5 more breaths and then find your way down onto your back. Once you are there, you can be facing whichever direction. I don't care. So whatever feels best for you. Once you're on your back, just draw your knees in towards your belly gently. Find a little rock from side to side. And then eventually supine spinal twist of your choice. And let's go just for the sake of space with our legs to the right first. And maybe your legs are crossed, maybe one leg is extended, maybe it's a windshield wiper variation. Left arm out to the left or cactus with your left arm. Send your breath all the way down into your belly. And then as you're ready, just transition slowly over to the other side. You might take a moment as you come through center to neutralize. So a little rock, maybe a big squeeze of your legs. And then those big, deep Buddha belly breaths. I'll just kind of leave it up to you once again. So when you feel pretty much even on both sides with your twists, start your transition back to center. And if there is an inversion you'd like to finish off your practice with, now is your time. I'll give you about 10 breaths to move through any finishing poses of choice. So anything your body is still craving. Maybe it's one last heart opener, a bridge, or a upward facing bow. Maybe it's just laying with your feet together, knees apart. Yeah, maybe it's flipping over onto your belly, trying something from your belly. So no right or wrong. Whatever your body needs, go there. And then slowly start settling into your final resting pose. Eventually, everybody will meet in Shavasana. Take your time. And then as you settle in, I'm just going to give you, this is a list of ways to choose your body. So often we go through our lives completely disconnected from our body, completely disconnected from what's going on inside of us. So I have been trying to build more of a relationship with my body so I can start to listen to it, communicate with it, know what it is telling me. And I think the best way to do that is just practicing all sorts of different ways to let your body know you're listening to it, to let your body know you're caring about it. So here's just some ways, some ideas, ways to choose your body. Get 8 hours of sleep. Go for a walk outside. Pick up a joyful hobby. Eat 3 meals a day. Spend time with soul friends. Dance freely. Take 3 big, deep breaths. Have a good cry. Laugh big and loud. Drink plenty of water. Take a bath. Play and be silly like a child. Spend time in nature. Give yourself a massage. Get off your phone. Speak kindly to yourself. Try something new. Set boundaries. Sing loudly. Use your voice. Meditate and or practice yoga. So you have all made the decision this morning to choose your body. Give yourself a little bit of gratitude, a little bit of acknowledgement as you settle into your Shavasana. And really choose your body for these last few moments. So not going somewhere else in your head, not thinking about what you need at the grocery store, what you're doing later tonight. Just letting yourself be right here in this space, in your body. Let your breath be effortless. And imagine your body not full of bones and tendons and ligaments and muscles and blood, but imagine your body instead just as a great, big, huge, wide open space. Just a vast space. And let the sounds of the bowls, let the frequencies just flow through you, resonate within you. And anything you feel, just let it have space to be felt, to be acknowledged. Let your body know you are listening. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Start to just wiggle through fingers and toes. Maybe give yourself a little temple massage, a little forehead massage. Maybe rub your hands together. So any little bits and pieces of movement. And then find your way as you're ready onto either side, just a fetal position. So take one last moment, just resting on your side. And really allow your practice, allow that sound bath, allow it all to just absorb in, soak in. Maybe there's even some way you visualize that. Use your imagination. And then use the strength in your arms to slowly find your way up into seated meditation. So right back where we began our practice 90 minutes ago. And notice as you settle in, does your body feel any different? Do you feel any different? Has anything shifted since you walked in the door today, even just the slightest bit, physically, energetically, emotionally? No judgment, just observation. With your eyes closed and your hands gathered to your heart, we will seal our practice together as a group with one great big collective Om. So there's plenty of us in here. This space has really good acoustic sound. So use your voice, let it move all the way down from your belly, from your gut, not just up in your head and your throat, but all the way down from inside of you, and feel your own vibration, your own voice as it comes through. So start by just exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Beautiful. Thank you all so much for being here, for letting me guide you. Namaste. Thanks so much, everybody. You guys are awesome. This is my hardest class, so good job. Pat yourself on the back. If you have questions, you can always feel free to ask.